बोले गणपति भगवान की जय। भवानी शंकर भगवान की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। सियावर राम चंद्र की जय। राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय। ओम नमश्चंदिका। विघ्नेश्वराय वरदाय सुरप्रियाय लंबोदराय सकलाय जगदिताय नागाननाय श्रुतियज्ञ विभूषिताय गौरीसुताय गणनाथ नमो नमस्ते। सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबिके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। हे दीनबंधु दयाल शंकर जानी जन अपनाइयो। हे दीनबंधु दयाल शंकर जानी जन अपनाइयो। भवसागर पार उतारो को, सागर पार उतारो को। निज समीप बसाइयो। हे दीन बंधु दयाल शंकर। हे दीन बंधु दयाल शंकर। जाने अजाने पाप में रोहे नाथ श्रानहीन साइयो। जाने अजाने पाप में रोहे नाथ श्रानहीन साइयो। कर जोरी जोर निहोच मांगो। जोरी जोर निहोच मांगो। देव दर्श दिखाइयो। हे दीन बंधु दयाल शंकर। हे दीन बंधु दयाल शंकर। देवी सहाय सुनाए शिव जी प्रेम सहित जो गावहीं। देवी सहाय सुनाए शिव जी प्रेम सहित जो गावहीं। छुट जाओ ही जग जोन से। छुट जाओ ही जग जोन से। सर्वदा सुख पावही। हे दीन बंधु दयाल शंकर। हे दीन बंधु दयाल शंकर। जा बोले उमापति महादेव की जय. Let us together sing our Hanumanji Chalisa, our first Hanumanji Chalisa for the program today. Shri Guru Charan Saroj Raj Nij Man Mukur Sudhar Barno Raghubar Bimal Jasu Jodayak Phalchari Buddhihin Tanu Janike Sumiro Pavan Kumar Bal Buddhi Vidya Deho Muhi Haraho Kalesh Vikar हमारे राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान हमारे राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीश तिन लोक उजागर राम दूत अतुलित बल धाम अंजन पुत्र पवन सुत महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमत निवार सुमति के संग भरन विराज सुवेशा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा हमारे राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान हमारे राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान हरे राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान हमारे राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीश तिनु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमत निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन वरन विराज सुवेशा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा हाथ भाद्र और ध्वजा विराजे कान्हे मूंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि रंग चरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्ष उर लाए रघुपति की नहीं बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिया भरत संभाई साहस बदन तुम्हारो यश गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंदन गावे सनकादिक सुगम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे देते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिन पैसारे। सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी शरणा, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज संहारो आपे, तीनों लोक हाथ पे गावे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा। संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, आसु अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों युग प्रताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्धि जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को भावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंतकाल रघुवरपुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित न डरहि, हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करहि। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। जो शत बार बात कर कोई, जो कहीं बंदी महासुख हो। जो यहाँ पर हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, की जय नाथ हृदय महादेव। की जय नाथ हृदय महादेव। की जय नाथ हृदय महादेव। पवन तनय संकट हरण, मंगल मूरति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय में बसहु सुरभूप सिया। भज रामचंद्र की जय, शरणम प्रभु। बोले पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। My pranam to all of you on behalf of Bhavani Shankar Mandir, all our volunteers, all our lovely people who serve there selflessly, and on behalf of our family here, on behalf of our priests, Pandit Ramprasad ji and Pandit Rajneesh ji, we welcome all of you to Bhavani Shankar Mandir's Shanti Satsangh. Every evening we are here together to join with you. Evening number 97, to join with you and to share in moments of peace and moments of bliss. Satsanga leads us to emancipation and freedom on this lifetime. While we do not know what's next in store for us, while we are uncertain, where we are going to go after this life, we are very confident that we are very much aware of this life that we are living. We have a chance, we have an opportunity to make ourselves better, to improve our lives. This is the chance, this is the life, friends, to use this unique vehicle to advance to a different platform of life. This is the only body, as you know, that can experience spirituality. An animal doesn't know what spirituality is, right? They may practice it, but they don't have the ability to realize what spirituality is. And my friends, the human being is blessed to understand the difference between something material and something spiritual. Therefore, in these episodes of Shanti Satsangh, since the beginning of Navratri until now, we are here together with you to join each evening to ensure that regardless of what your day was like, there is some sort of bliss and joy at the end of it. On behalf of our Mandir, welcome to all of you. And I hope and pray that you enjoy tonight's satsang, tonight's, of course, Shanti Satsangh. This evening, my friends, I want to say thank you to our dear sister, Savi Rohini Kilavan. So Savi recently, she is very much a family person with her, siblings and nieces and nephews. And recently there's been some success in her family. A lot of people are graduating this time of the year. So many children, so many grown-ups are graduating at different levels, and including Savi's nieces and her nephew. And today she dedicates a segment of this program to the success of her nieces and nephew, and all her adopted nieces and nephews as well, because she has many. So the note, and I'll read the note for you today. Today is, of course, is in honor of her two nieces and nephew, and the entire family, of course, because of their accomplishment, and she's very proud of their accomplishment. So their names are Natasha, Nichols, and Trisha. And Savi, of course, sends best wishes and bliss and well wishes actually for the future. One is actually going from high school to university, and two of them actually graduated with their bachelors. They are now going on to their master's degrees. Two of them are going from their bachelor to their master's degrees. And of course, a message from Savi about their nani, which is Savi's mom. Their nani's favorite quote is always to put God first in your life, and you will succeed in everything you do. So today, dedication to Natasha, Nichols, and Trisha. Congratulations to all three of you in your next level of studies. As you are aware, and all of you are aware, our entire life is a life of study. A certificate or something does not mean that we have finished learning about life, but academics are very important to build the foundations of our life. And to all our children out there, I hope that you are not settling with a bachelor's degree, because a bachelor's degree, not a lot of us want to stay bachelors these days. Please, if you have the intent to pursue some sort of higher level of academics in your life, ensure that you go beyond with your masters and PhDs and all that. And whatever you do, please do not ever forget your creator, your Bhagwan, because we can accomplish so much academically, my friends. But if we lack, the balance of spirituality, the balance of dharma, the balance of our culture, this is actually the foundation of our life. A few nights ago, we talked about sanskars, right? To be a sanskari person. It doesn't mean that everybody has to be a pandit. It doesn't mean that you have to be a saint. It doesn't mean that we have to be sannyasis, or we have to, go a certain number of days a week to the temple. It doesn't mean that. Sanskari person means that you have used the sanskars of life, the rites prescribed in our lives, to refine yourself every stage, just like building those blocks, ensuring that each block, when building a home, is placed in its proper place, and to ensure that the next one that's going to be placed complements the next one that's going to come, complements the next one that's going to come. A sanskari person, a sanskari child, a sanskari adult reflects the refinement that they have had in life through the guidance of their parents, their guru, and their community. And to all the lovely children out there who are graduating, I wish you all the best in your next levels of life. May you embrace your academics. May you not ever forget your culture and your traditions. May you never forget your dharma. May you never forget your God. And so this is a challenge we have, in our community, where young people, they're challenged in many ways. And I have my ways with young people, and I totally understand that their level of commitment to education is one thing. But I'm so proud of those who have made strides to never forget their culture. At the temple, Bhavani Shankar Mandir, you probably know this, you come there, those of you who do come. There are so many kids right now who have done their university studies and certain even post-grad studies and are still there. They're dancing, they're part of leadership, they're part of guiding other youngsters, and I'm so really proud of them. Our website, by the way, bhavanishankarmandir.com, that was actually built by the youths of our temple, a handful of them. Some of them are still in elementary school. Vrinda actually she's in high school. She was instrumental in that. Then we have the other boys some of them are universities, some of them are finished universities. They have actually worked together to ensure that the website was built from scratch. These kids did. I'm so proud of all our youngsters out there who are embracing our dharma. And if there at all is anyone who is lost and who has really, left their culture, left their religion, or left their belief in God and just gone away because they think that this dharma is complex, we need to chat about that, because we need to be friend of our young people and for them to understand that they have a place in our temple, they have a place in our center, they have a place in our home. No one should actually be stray from Hinduism because they think or it was presented as something complex to them. So I commend all of you and congratulations to all of you who have actually, pursuing your education and continue to embrace your culture as well. So this beautiful Sunday evening, my friends, what do we do this Sunday evening? Well, I was teasing you, maybe we should do a bit of a quiz. We have a quiz set up for you. It's been a while since we didn't do one. I was checking it. It's been actually over a month, 5 weeks or so since we haven't done a quiz. So I got one for you today. And it's based on some recent things we have talked about. Some sanskars is based on sanskar. Is based on Yaksha Prashna, the righteous crane talking to Dharmaraja Yudhishthira, and it's based on death rituals, or death rites, as we say. So I think it's fun when you hear these things, right? The Panditji sits and the Panditji is giving katha. Very nice katha, Panditji. Enjoy it. Kya baat hai? And that's amazing, because if you are sitting in a satsang, in a congregation, and through katha, you're able to be taken from Toronto, from Brampton to Ayodhya and to Mathura and Vrindavan and so on. That's an amazing thing. A lot of people have to pay to buy a ticket to get there, but the Panditji is able to take them from one place to the next with satsang. Addition to that as well, we have to retain something. Understand? We have to retain something. So as a Hindu, I believe we have to be educated Hindus. Educated not in the sense that we are graduated with something under, or no, I'm not talking about that. I mean the fundamentals of Hinduism, we actually should know. And things we go about doing every day, we should actually know a little bit about that. So let's sing this beautiful song this evening, to this bhajan, and we dedicate it to Savi and her nieces and nephew. And ask that may Shri Krishna Bhagwan, of course, always bless all of them with success, continued success in their life. And thank you, Savi, for, of course, thinking always so very nice of your family and for always being part of Bhavani Shankar Mandir. राधा की कृपा, कृष्ण की कृपा, जिस पे हो जाए भक्ति को पावे, मौजुरावे, मौजुरावे, की कृपा जिस पे हो जाए भक्ति को पावे मौजुरावे मौजुरावे मौजुरावे। चाहे किस देश में हो, चाहे किस भेष में हो, चाहे किस देश में हो, चाहे किस भेष में हो, चाहे किसी परवेश में हो, राधा की कृपा कृष्ण की कृपा जिस पे हो जाए भक्ति को पावे मौजुरावे मौजुरावे मौजुरावे। चाहे किसी रंग में हो, चाहे किसी ढंग में हो, चाहे किसी रंग में हो, चाहे किसी ढंग में हो, चाहे किसी तारंग में हो, राधा की कृपा कृष्ण की कृपा जिस पे हो जाए भक्ति को पावे मौजुरावे मौजुरावे मौजुरावे। चाहे वो घर में हो, चाहे वो वन में हो, चाहे वो घर में हो, चाहे वो वन में हो, चाहे किसी उलझन में हो, राधा की कृपा कृष्ण की कृपा जिस पे हो जाए भक्ति को पावे मौजुरावे 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 मौजुरावे। चाहे अमीर हो, चाहे गरीब हो, चाहे अमीर हो, चाहे गरीब हो, चाहे बिगड़ी तकदीर हो, राधा की कृपा कृष्ण की कृपा जिस पे हो जाए भक्ति को पावे मौजुरावे मौजुरावे मौजुरावे। राधा की कृपा कृष्ण की कृपा जिस पे हो जाए भक्ति को पावे मौजुरावे 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 मौजुरावे। राधा की कृपा कृष्ण की कृपा जिस पे हो जाए भक्ति को पाए। Their mercy, their blessings are not limited to anyone, my friend. Their blessings, their mercy, their love, Radha ji and Krishna ji, Bhagwan's love are of course limitless and infinite. Chahe ameer ho, chahe gharib ho, whether you're endowed with wealth in life or you're deprived of it, Bhagwan Krishna, he is always going to look upon you. Bhakti ko paave, as long as there is bhakti and love for him, there is limitless opportunities in our lives. Bhumika will now sing a song, a bhajan this evening.
Krishna Krishna bolo, Nanda Lal bolo, Govinda bolo, Hari Gopal bolo. Krishna Krishna bolo, Nanda Lal bolo, Govinda bolo, Hari Gopal bolo. Sham Sham bolo, Radhe Sham bolo, Govinda bolo, Hari Gopal bolo. Krishna Krishna bolo, Nanda Lal bolo, Govinda bolo, Hari Gopal bolo. जप लो कृष्णा कृष्णा मिट जाएंगे सारी तृष्णा श्याम नाम में सच्चा सुख है फिर क्यों काहे भटकना जप लो कृष्णा कृष्णा मिट जाएंगे सारी तृष्णा श्याम नाम में सच्चा सुख है फिर क्यों काहे भटकना मुरली मनोहर बोलो नंद नागर बोलो गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो कृष्ण कृष्ण बोलो नंदलाल बोलो गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो कृष्ण कृष्ण बोलो नंदलाल बोलो गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो श्याम श्याम बोलो राधे श्याम बोलो गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
Govinda bolo, Hari Gopal bolo. If at all we are to say something, let us reflect who our Creator is. It's an amazing thing in life that we should not and we do not live to reflect our parents alone. I hope you know that. That when we live our life, each step we take, each word we speak, each actions we perform, each sound that goes into our ears, each object we see, it is not only to, of course, honor the lineage we have come from. That will be pretty selfish, right? It is to, of course, honor the Creator. And that is why we say Brahmanusya mukhamasi bahu rajanyukata urotadasvaya dvesha padbhyam tudurvajayata. All of us, my friends, we must speak as though we are speaking for the Lord, act as though we are acting for the Lord, walk as though we are walking for Him, and of course, my friends, embrace life as though this was a gift from Him, and it is a gift from Him. Vrinda will now do the next bhajan. It's a beautiful, beautiful Sunday evening, my friends. I hope you're enjoying it from wherever you are tuning in from. Vrinda.
हमें तो जो गनिया बनाए गयो रे हमें तो जो गनिया बनाए गयो रे यशोदा नंद के लाला रे यशोदा नंद के लाला रे हमें तो जो गनिया बनाए गयो रे हमें तो जो गनिया बनाए गयो रे
कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय. I'd like to read 2 verses for you today from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6. उद्धरेतात्मनात्मानं नात्मानं वसादयेत् आत्मैव ह्यात्मनो बुद्धिर् आत्मैव त्रिपुरात्मनः. This is a favorite verse of chapter 6 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. On a daily basis, we are in search of a friend. And on a daily basis as well, we are so keen about avoiding things or those who will be demonic to our life. Who is your friend and who is your enemy? Or, let's top it up. Who is your best friend and who is your worst enemy? Today we have BFFs, best friends forever. Right? This is my BFF and that's my BFF. Friendship today is linked by some form of condition. It's called conditional friendship. Most of it. Most friendship is linked upon a condition. We are friends because of this, this, and this. And when those conditions don't exist anymore, friendship is lost. Relationships, as a matter of fact, it is for this reason that relationships as well, they fall. The duration of relationships, our parents' time, generations ago, it was not body-based. It was soul-based. They get married first, and then afterwards they find love with each other. Today, relationship is more body-based. It's about a physical structure. And as that body, as Bhagavatam tells us as well, as that body, withers, the love or that relationship as well withers. Friendship, most cases, it is based on a condition. And we think that an external force, person or thing is our friend. I believe so too. I believe, as a matter of fact, friendship is not limited to a person. Right? Animals today are man's best friends. Animals today, I remember growing up in Guyana, where outdoors was a pleasant place to keep animals for us then. Cats in our home, it was known in the street that we live in, it's not in the village, that our home was filled with cats. We had names for them. They were so beautiful. They grew up in our home. They were part of our family. And those times they were my best friends. I used to come from school and they would run at the gates to meet me. And we had to be so careful if you're riding a bicycle or so, because they'll just run and you don't want to mash them and all that. They were our best friends, right? Because they lived outdoors, they lived in the house. It was so nice. They took care of themselves. We didn't have to take care of them. I find that in so many cases, animals have become people's best friends. And people have as well have become our best friends. But we have forgotten truly who our best friend is and who our worst enemies are. And when that happens, my friends, when forgetfulness comes into our lives, when we suddenly forget the very foundations of ourself, Sri Krishna takes charge. He comes. Remember, when you have fallen, my friends, or when you fail in life, it is not because God has lost hope in you or God has let you down. It is because God has, Bhagwan, let's use that term for our dharma. It is because Bhagwan has, when you fall and when you fail, it is because Bhagwan, He has so much of confidence in your abilities that He has allowed you to independently execute, your decisions in life. It is just like a parent. A child wants independence, go and have your independence. And when that child falls, the parents take charge again. Bhagavan has that level of confidence in us, where he allows us to, of course, execute our powers, our gifted knowledge, and all these things we've been born with and all are we acquired. And when it is time for him to step in, he walks in, my friends. He comes in. And then he takes charge. Who's our best friend? Uddaret atman atmanam natmanam vasadayet. Atmaeva hyatmano bandhur atmaeva ripuratmana. Gita tells us, chapter 6, that let a man raise himself, or as we can say, let a person raise themselves by their own self. Let a person raise themselves by their own self. For you are your best friend, and you are your worst enemy. You are your best friend, and you are your worst enemy. Those who dislike you out there, they aren't your enemies. They just dislike you because you're doing well in life. And I want to tell you something, friends, a mango tree that has no mangoes in it, people will walk past it. They wouldn't even notice it. I'm just using mango tree because I grew up with mango trees. Or coconut tree. A mango tree or a coconut tree that has no coconut or has no mangoes on them, people just walk by them and will not pay any attention to them. They're just there, they bear nothing, they're useless. But when that same mango tree or that coconut tree becomes loaded with coconut or mangoes, to the point where, the mango tree, you know how it is, right? So full of mangoes, it bows its heads. Guess what happens? Everybody starts to pelt it. Everybody takes a stone, and they don't want to climb. They do not want to climb, to achieve or to acquire the fruit. They want to pelt the tree so that the fruits can fall in their hand. The fruits can fall into their hand. Are you a pelter or are you a climber in life? I just want to ask you the question. It's a rhetorical question, by the way. Don't tell me your personal business. Are you a pelter? Are you pelting? You see the fruits there? Somebody else has borne the fruits. Are you a pelter because you wanted to fall in your hand? Or are you a climber, right? Or are you going to plant your own tree yourself? And this is an amazing question we have to ask ourselves, because, my friends, fruits are out there. You can pick somebody else's fruits from their yard, or you can go plant your own mango tree and get your own mango, right? And understand that when you have nothing in life, nobody is your friend. Adi Shankaracharya tells us in the Bhaja Govindam, when your pockets are filled, you're going to have a lot of friends. You're going to have a lot of friends. And when you have nothing, you lose your friends as well with all those things. A tree that is laden with fruits, just like you will have so many things in life, you will attract a lot of friends. But when those things are gone, the mangoes are gone from the tree, nobody even notices it anymore. And that is why you are your best friend. You, not anybody else. Of course, you're going to have friends. Nobody said you can't have friends. You're going to have friends, but understand that the only one who will not disappoint you is you. The only one who will not disappoint you is you. Raise yourself by your own self. Do you understand? Don't depend on someone's promise to rise you or to put you on that platform. Raise yourself by yourself. That is how our forefathers, that is how they worked and built life. That is how they lifted the flag of Dharma and kept it high. That is how they made you and us to come in countries like this, and we can continue the work of Dharma. We can continue the Bhakti movement because they raised themselves by their own self. Krishna Bhagavan tells Arjuna that you are your best friend and you, of course, are your worst enemy. Now, how is it that you're your best friend and how is it that you are your worst enemy? The next verse tells us in Bhagavad Gita. Bandhuratma atmanastasya येनात्मात्मा मनाजितः अनात्मा नस्तु शत्रुवै वर्तेतात्मैव शत्रुवः. It's a beautiful discussion between the Lord and his disciple. How is it that you are your friend and how is it that you're your enemy? Bandhuratman manastasya. To that person who has conquered the base self, to that person who has conquered the base self with the divine self, he is his own friend. You understand? Let's look at the base level. We are looking at things at the base level. To those who have conquered the base self with the divine, that person is a friend to themselves. What is base self? Base self is the basic needs. You know, you have certain weaknesses in life. And I'm talking about the simple things now. Kama, krodha, mada, lobha, moha, matsya, lust, anger, greed, false pride, jealousy. These are things, my friends, we have actually, today our people are going to distances, paying tons of money to get third eye open and self-realization and go to ashrams and travel the world to find Bhagwan and to say, I have visited these places, when we have not yet conquered the base of our life, the base self. What is the base self? When we can go to so many forms of pilgrimages, so many places of pilgrimages, but then we still are covetous. We still are hatred. We still are jealous of people's progress. No. Jealous of people's progress. Graduation time is happening. There are so many photos on Facebook and social media. I'm sure you can't get to all of them. But you know what you can do? Maybe call someone and tell them, you know what? Congratulations on your child's achievement. Even if yours didn't do well or yours did, it doesn't matter. Write a nice note to someone that, I'm very proud of you and these kinds of things. It really helps. It helps to conquer the base self. Base self, my friends, anything base is not good. And when you're base level, it is not good. And that is what we're saying. We're aspiring for higher levels of life when the base self is not yet conquered. The arrogance in people, the anger that we possess, these are things, my friends, that are really base level things. Base level things that we have not yet conquered. How are we going to conquer the base level thing? Bandhuratma manastasya yenatmaivat manajita. You have to use the super self, Paramatma, to conquer, the higher self. You have to use Bhagwan. You have to have him in your life in order to conquer these base level things. And to anyone who has any form of, it is human to have some jealousy and some whatever, backbiting and bickering and all that. But are we stuck at the human level? Mano buddha hankara chittani naham na cha shrota jihave na cha ghrana netre na cha vyoma bhumir na tejo na vayo chidananda rupa shivoham. I am Shiva. We are identifying ourselves with Shiva every day. I am Shiva. I am one with Shiva. Right? If we are one with Shiva, then we are not this human anymore. We have graduated, by the way. We have graduated from this human being into a divine, blissful being. And that is when we are a friend to ourselves. We are a friend when not only in school we are graduating, academically, but spiritually as well. We are living on a different platform altogether, where we have allowed, not use, we have allowed Paramatma, Bhagwan, to, give us that certificate. Hey, you have, yes, conquered your base self, and you have now risen to Shivoham. In the temple, now and again we do something called the Shivoham meditation. It is a beautiful, effective, and a very powerful type of meditation that we do. It is nothing complex. Meditation in the West today is really complexing this whole thing to you about meditation, all this kind of fancy thing. Krishna Bhagavan talking in Buddhi Yoga, how, to do meditation. It's very simple. Shivoham meditation, we want to become one with Creator. That is when we become a friend of ourselves, when we are embracing our Bhagwan, when we are embracing our Paramatma, to become a friend, to conquer the base level. Remember, conquer the base level things first. Conquer the base level things first, and then try to find God afterwards. Try to find God afterwards. How is it that you're an enemy to yourself? Anatmanastu shatruve vartetatmeva shatruvat. But to him who has subdued the self by his own self, you are an enemy. You know, you're subduing yourself. Nothing is holding you back in life. No one is holding you back in life, right? Nothing and no one is holding you back in life. In other words, you know, the famous saying, you can find it all the way. The only limitation that you have is the limitation of the mind. The only limitation you have is the limitation of the mind. Other than that, everything is unlimited. And so, Bhagwan Shri Krishna tells Arjun today that, Arjun, you are your friend when you conquer the base level, but you are an enemy when you're subduing yourself. We are brilliant, gifted, blessed creatures, blessed children of Bhagwan. We have, you know, we have the friend that is the most powerful in this whole universe. Not on earth, in this whole universe, the most powerful, and that's Bhagwan. Chaturveda bhajante mam janasakritano Arjuna. You know, we can pray to Bhagwan for 4 different things, we will get it all. We can become a friend to Bhagwan, we can become a conjugal lover to him, we can become a parent to Bhagwan, we can become a child to the Lord. We have the freedom to access Bhagwan in so many different ways. Use that freedom, friends. Today, we are so focused more on freedom of speech. Right? Nothing is wrong with that. Let's speak about racism. You know, all these kind of things that are happening these days. We're marching for all this kind of thing, demonstrating freedom of speech. I have the freedom to speak. You have the freedom to speak. Of course you do. But there's other forms of freedom that we have. And that is the freedom to accept God as a child. No? यशोमती मैया से बोले नंद लाला, राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला, राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला। यशोमती मैया से बोले नंद लाला, राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला, राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला। बोले मुस्काती मैया सुन मेरे प्यारे, बोले मुस्काते मैया ललन को बताए, कारी अंधियारी आधे रात में तू आए, लाडला कन्हैया मेरा हो, लाडला कन्हैया मेरा काली कमली वाला, इसलिए काला। यशोमती मैया से बोले नंद लाला, राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला, राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला। बोले मुस्काती मैया सुन मेरे प्यारे, बोले मुस्काती मैया सुन मेरे प्यारे, गोरी गोरी राधिका के नैन कजरारे, गोरी गोरी राधिका के नैन कजरारे, काली नैन वाले हो, काली नैन वाली ने ऐसा जादू डाला, इसलिए काला। यशोमती मैया से बोले नंद लाला, राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला, राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला, राधा क्यों गोरी freedom of speech is not the only freedom that exists in this world. Young, old, grown up, everyone, please listen to this message. Our minds must not be stirred. Our minds must not be taken away by the wind of the day. Do you understand what I'm saying? Our mind should not be sailed by the wind of the day. Whatever the wind of the day is, or whatever the flavor of the day is, our mind should not be saturated by that. You have to have a mind of yourself. Today, whatever the flavor is, right? We have to be involved in that patrol, that parade, to show that we have the freedom to speak. We have the freedom to speak. Use that freedom to speak something beautiful. Use that freedom to speak some justice, yes. But don't just go with the wave of the time. We also have the freedom to have Bhagwan Shri Krishna as our child. Yashomati Maya, Nanda Yashoda Maya. They had the Lord Bhagwan Shri Krishna as their child, in Vrindavan, which I'm sure many of you have visited before. In Vrindavan, the most famous murti of the Lord. The most famous murti of the Lord is Balakrishna, or Laddu Gopal as they call him. Is that little Krishna when he's walking and then he had in his hands, it is the most popular murti in Vrindavan, because the people of Vrindavan call him Lala. Banke Bihari, of course, is the pride of Vrindavan and the pride of the world. It is not just a man-made temple. That is Krishna Bhagwan and Radha there in one form. No? The pride of Vrindavan, yes, but the most sold murti, the most displayed murti in Vrindavan is, of course, Lala, Krishna, as a baby. And they would buy, like we have, of course, different costume for him, different shringar, different dressing. Shringar means dressing, not the display. Your altar, you have a shringar for the Lord. Somwar Shravan is coming. For a whole 1 month, we will celebrate at the temple every day, different shringar. The people of Vrindavan, they hold Krishna Bhagwan as their child. That's their freedom. Nobody can take that freedom away from them. Why aren't we displaying that as well? Let's go take a protest to the world and say, we are taking this march together because we want Krishna Bhagwan to be our child. It's freedom, right? The freedom to own Bhagwan as your son. No? They all bathe him, they give him different shringar, one day white, one day red, one day green, one day all color. He doesn't mind. Let's make use of that kind of freedom, my friends. Let's make use of that kind of freedom. We have the freedom to pray to God wherever we want to, however we want to, as long as it is a sattvic way. That is our freedom. You have the freedom to go every Sunday morning to your temple, every day to your temple. Exercise that freedom as well. Exercise that freedom. We cannot have an off-balance freedom of life where we choose to do certain things freely. No. It has to have a balance, my friends. It has to have a balance. Krishna Bhagwan says, you are an enemy to yourself when you subdue yourself, when you are holding yourself back. There is no book anyone can open because something is blocking your way. There are certain things I'm very firm about, as you can notice. All of you know I'm a comedian, and I make jokes, and I make all of you laugh. But there are certain things I have to say very firmly about, and I may sound harsh about it, but this is one of those things, right? There's no book anyone can open to tell you who is blocking your way or who do you something. No. You are your own enemy. You are subduing yourself. You are suppressing your growth. You are suppressing your happiness. You are the ones doing that. And that is when Sri Krishna Bhagwan says that you are of course, your worst enemy. And so he tells Arjun, that in the next verse he says, Jitatmanaha prashantasya paramatma samahita. Jitatmana prashantasya paramatma samahita. Shitoshna sukha dukheshu तथा मानापमानयो जितात्मनः प्रशान्तस्य paramatma samahita. Krishna Bhagavan tells Arjun, the self-disciplined and serene man's supreme self is constant in cold and in heat, in pleasure and pain, in honor and in dishonor. In honor and dishonor. The self-disciplined and serene person. You want to talk about balance in life. And I go back today to tell you what the West. You see, these things, the Gita, my friends, I call Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, I call it, of course, the manual for this life. The manual for this life. Srimad Bhagavad Gita is the manual for this life. You buy a 4-foot table with a plain piece of board on top, there's a manual that comes with it. We have to read it to put on 4 screws and things like that. Right? This is the most complex machine ever that was created. Have we read the manual? I'm asking you the question. Have we read the manual for this most complex machine ever that was created? Right? Or have we wrapped the manual up in a red cloth and RT it every day? Right? This is the manual. Srimad Bhagavad Gita is the manual for this life. Sri Krishna Bhagavan came to cut out certain unwanted tradition for this time and to make it practical for us to live in. But the Gita doesn't make sense unless someone from the West comes and tell you. And this part, this part is a joke to me. Because I like when our people comes, look, Oxford University say that the Gita, then tell you are your best friend, your worst Oxford University.
Oh my God.
Abi Panditjis from generation to generation have been telling you are your best friend, you are your worst enemy. Now Oxford, I tell you that. Oxford. When the West comes and put a stamp on it, then we say, oh yeah, this thing makes sense. Yeah, Panditji, you know that Sanskrit is the mother of our language? You know that? Harvard University said Harvard University says Sanskrit is Matrubhasha, is the mother of all. Wait a minute. Abi ancestors have been studying Sanskrit astronomy, how to put the world together. When the West was still hitting 2 stones to make fire, our ancestors have predicted 100,000 years from now when the sun will rise. Now you know that Sanskrit because Harvard said that? Yeah. Our people only believe something when the West comes and put a stamp on it. But when our intellectuals or our Vidwan or our learned pundits, when they spoke about these things, people, he attacked Bhagavad Gita, man. Same thing he attacked last year. He just on local by Pandit, right? Or whoever Pandit, now local by Pandit. Yoga is offered in so many temples. Yoga is offered in so many temples. But the Hindu people, the local temple. Oh, but when some studio offers it with a certain accent, we put a stamp on it, yoga. That yoga, they come. Our people are educating us about yoga these days. Atha yoga anushasanam. No? This is written, yogas chitta vritti nirodha. What we see as yoga today is not even a tip of the iceberg on yoga. It's a very, very deeper thing than that. But the West has put a stamp on it, so we have embraced it as something given by the West that was a secret that was hidden. Gita is the manual for this life. How many of us have actually read this manual? How many of us have read this manual? In my opinion, we are more educated about the car that we drive than we are about this piece of life that we carry. And that is my opinion, and I don't think I'm wrong about it. Right? We are more educated about the device we carry in our hand and what type of what type of upgrade it requires, and the last one it has, and the features about it, more than we are educated about this piece of unique machine that we are carrying. I told you many times that we have learned how to walk on the moon, but we have not yet learned how to walk on this earth. Right? We have not yet learned how to walk on this earth. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagwan Shri Krishna says, Jitatmana prashantasya. The self-disciplined and the serene man's supreme self is constant in heat and cold. The West teaches us today about balance, about having a balance. I know. Well, Annette Ibrahim thinks I'm funny. Thank you, Annette Ibrahim. I'm a bit casual in the program, so you know. Yep. Somebody thinks I'm funny. Anyways. Yep. This we have learned how to operate our motor vehicle. We know more about our car. We know more about a phone than we know more about this piece of life. And that is a big problem in our life. We only learn to eat, to exercise, only when something has happened in us. We are servicing our car more than we are servicing this body. We're upgrading our phones more than we are upgrading our knowledge. It is a fact of life. It's a reality of life. And we have to start paying attention to this, my friends, because it's going to catch up to us. It's going to catch up to us. The West has taught us about balance, striking a balance today. Gita has taught us who is a balanced person. Who is a balanced person? Jitatmana prashantasya paramatma samahitaha. The self-discipline, the supreme self, the person who's supreme, the person who's balanced, is the one who's constant, whether it's cold or whether it's hot. Aram se. They're happy. No, it's a heat wave outside or it's freezing outside. They're constant. Bhagavad Gita tells us that is a balanced person. That is a balanced person. Who is a balanced person? Gita tells us that a balanced person is one who treats pleasure and pain alike. I did well today. I'm happy. I didn't do so well today. I'm happy. I've lost someone in the family. I'm okay. I've gained a family member. I'm okay. You know, Bhagavad Gita tells us the formula or the secret to living a balanced life. The secret to living a balanced life. And the one who is in honor and dishonor. Honor and dishonor. Whether you have gained honor or dishonor, my friends, the balanced person is one who is constant in this matter as well. In this matter as well. So, my friends, what the Gita has taught us, this manual of life, my friends, we have not yet opened this manual of life. We have sought this solution elsewhere. And that is a bit of a problem for life when we have ignored this. Today, we have our quiz coming up. But today, I'd like to ask all of you friends that on this beautiful, beautiful, extremely wonderful day, and it is wonderful and pleasant not because the sun is shining or whatever it is. It is because we are alive and we are breathing and we are full of life. Being alive and full of life are two very different things, right? We have to be full of life. It's a very blessed day because we're alive and we're full of life. And let us take this opportunity to take some downtime and read the manual of our life. Read the Gita. And whether the West have put a sanction on it, a stamp on it, or whether the West have agreed upon it, understand that our dharma goes far beyond, that's why we're from the East, far beyond what the West have discovered, my friends, far beyond that. I hope and pray that you will be a friend to yourself. I hope and pray that you will not suppress or subdue your progress. And I pray, my friends, that all of you will embrace happiness and be a full-fledged, functioning human being, wanting to become Shivoham, wanting to become one with our Creator. Prem se bolo Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Good? So we have your quiz coming up. If you want to have a pencil or a pen and a piece of paper, we have like 25, 26. We're going to do bhajan first, and then we're going to have the quiz. Yeah. We're going to have a bhajan first, and then we'll do the quiz. So grab a piece of paper, a pen or a pencil, whatever you choose. And, this is history. You're going to keep your scorecard, you know what I'm saying? And you can look back at so many years afterwards. It's going to be fun. It's going to be practical. And I'm sure you'll enjoy it. So let's do the bhajan first. Dhara tu beh rahi hai Shri Radha naam ki. And let's dedicate the song to Savi's nieces and nephew as they, of course, graduate to higher platforms of life in education. May Bhagwan Shri Krishna bless them. Dhara to beh rahi hai Shri Radha naam ki. This, ulta naam jape jab jana, Valmiki vaya Brahma samana. This chaupai, ulta naam jape jab jana, Valmiki vaya Brahma samana. Ulta, Valmiki ji said the Lord's name ulta, wrong side, back to front. But any name that you call back to front, like if you say Hardat back to front, that har, it becomes Hardat afterwards. Similarly, when you say God's name back to front, even like Radha, if you say Dhara, it becomes Radha afterwards. So of course, this, my friends, is a beautiful, beautiful song that tells us Ulta naam jape jab jana, Valmiki by Brahma samana, Radha ratatahi sab vyadha mit jai, Koti janma ki apada Shri Radha naam sujab. That no matter how you call the name of Bhagwan, back to front, front to back, the Lord knows your intention, my friends. So let's sing this beautiful song to Bhagwan ji, and let's uplift our spirits. Ulta naam jape jab jana, Valmiki bhai Brahma samana. Radha Radha ratat hai, sab vyadha mit jaye, Koti janma ki apada Shri Radha naam so jaap. Dhara to beh rahi hai Shri Radha naam ki, hai dhara to beh rahi hai Shri Radha naam ki, dhara Radha naam ki, hum ho gaye diwani. Shri Radha naam ki, hum ho gaye diwani. Shri Radha naam ki dhara to beh rahi hai Shri Radha naam ki dhara to beh Radha naam ki. Dhara 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 dhara. जय हो श्री राधे. सूझे कुछ और नाही वृंदावन धाम की, सूझे कुछ और नाही वृंदावन धाम की, सूझे कुछ और नाही श्री राधा नाम की. धारा बह रही है श्री राधा नाम के, हम हो
राधा के नाम का ये साया घना घना है, राधा के नाम का ये साया घना घना है। हर क्षण हृदय में रहते हैं राधा की कल्पना, आते नजर बिहारी संग राधा नाम के, आते नजर बिहारी संग राधा नाम के। हम हो गए दीवाने श्री राधा नाम के, हम हो गए दीवाने श्री राधा नाम के। श्री राधे। अभी समय है मूर्ख बुद्धि से काम ले ले, अभी समय है मूर्ख बुद्धि से काम ले ले। तर जाएंगे ये जीवन श्री राधा नाम ले, नश्वर है तेरा जीवन बिन राधा नाम के, नश्वर है तेरे जीवन बिन राधा नाम के। हम हो गए दीवाने श्री राधा नाम के, हम हो गए दीवाने श्री राधा नाम के। राधा तो बह रही है श्री राधा नाम की, राधा तो बह रही है श्री राधा नाम के। हम हो गए दीवाने श्री राधा नाम के, हम हो गए दीवाने श्री राधा नाम के, हम हो गए दीवाने श्री राधा नाम के, हम हो गए दीवाने श्री राधा नाम, हम हो गए दीवाने श्री राधा नाम के। बोले श्री राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय। A reminder to all of you, my friends, tomorrow evening we have Shivji Puja at the temple. Please come on out. Tuesday evening we have 11 Hanumanji Chalisa chanting. All of them have already been sponsors. Please come on out. And Wednesday is our grand day. Wednesday is our Shanti Satsangh grand milestone celebration. 100 days or 100 nights of Shanti Satsangh. I'm hoping to see all of you. I'm going to be a little disappointed if you're in the area and you're not there, so please come on out. You know I have a little knack for attendance, so please come on out, dear friends, and support our milestone 100 nights of celebration, Shanti Satsangh. You have to order your t-shirts. They're going a little fast, so if you text me what size you wear, I can have it reserved for you. Otherwise, we'll have t-shirts there on the day of for sale. So all our funds, my friends, from these little things, they go directly to our temple. Every bit of it goes directly to our temple. The funds you send goes directly to our accounts. We are a volunteer organization where charity is our #1 priority. So order your t-shirts. And please, 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 donate $100 to our temple for this 100-day celebration. You can text me and say, Parnaji, I'd like to donate $100. I'll keep you on record. So we keep a count of how many people we have and how much we have raised. You can donate after tomorrow. You can send the money online through email transfer or through PayPal or credit cards. Or you can bring your money on the day of itself. So I'm hoping to see all of you. I know I'm going to see all of you there, for those of you who can, to come on out for this beautiful evening of Shanti Satsangh. Now we're going to have our quiz. Alrighty. So let's get on with it. We're not going to spend a lot of time on the quiz because I'll probably give you 15 seconds per question. We have about 25, so we want to use our time effectively because we know all of you are scholars now in this whole Shanti Satsangh thing, and you have a lot of information. So yes, go Akash. You can put it up. There we go. Let's go straight into our quiz, everybody. Get your pencil, get your paper, and let's go now to question number 1. Question number 1. This segment is about death and last rites. Right? We put them into smaller death and last rites, and this takes most of the question. How many pindas are offered at a Hindu funeral? Now, you may want to say that Panditji should know this. Why are we kind of, doing this? No, I want you to know because it's important for you. A5, B6, C4, D3. And if you're not familiar with this program, you cannot type your answers inside the comment box. So please do not type your answers in the comment box. Alrighty? Let me see. Just make sure you do not type your answers. Alrighty? So let's see. How many pindas are offered at a Hindu funeral? A5, 6. Please do not type your answers in the comment. A5, B6, C4, D3. Good. Next question. To honor the number 2. What is the purpose of offering pindas at a funeral? Please do not type the answers in the comment section. What is the purpose of offering pindas at a funeral? To honor the 5 senses, to make an offering to the ancestors, to return the body back to the 5 elements, or to appease the 5 inauspicious planets. Which one is correct? Alrighty. Let's move on to the next one. Number 3. In order to calculate the 10th, 12th, and 13th day ceremonies, the counting should begin from. You guys know we've talked all about this on and on. As a matter of fact, you ask so many questions when we do these things. In order to calculate the 10th, 12th, and 13th day ceremony, right? If you're just logging on, please do not type the answers. In order to calculate the 10th, 12th, and 13th day ceremonies, the counting should begin from the day of death, the funeral day, the day after funeral, or the day before the funeral. When should we start counting? The day of death, the funeral day, the day after funeral, day before funeral. Next question. Number 4. If a funeral was done today, so let's do some calculation here. If a funeral was done today, when would the 10th, the 12th, and the 13th day ceremonies? When would be the 10th, 12th, and 13th day ceremonies? So you got to do some calculation here. A priest would calculate this technically, but it's important for you to know. You have to be an informed Hindu. And we have talked about this so many times, right? So, if a funeral is done today, June 28th, when would be the 10, 12, and 13 day ceremony? I'm going to give you 10 seconds more on this one, because you need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ready? Good. Next question. What is Panchak? What is Panchak? 5 days of the month which are inauspicious for death, 5 days of the month which are auspicious for death, 5 days of the month which are auspicious for Shraddh, or 5 days of the month which are not auspicious for Shraddh. What is Panchak? A little bit tricky, I think. Yeah. I'm not going to give you easy peasy lemon squeezy for all of them. So remember, you got to be an informed Hindu. So somebody asks you, you're just, you don't have the time to Google and all that, and I hope you're not Googling the answer. Yeah, it's straight up, right? So this is, somebody meets you and they ask you, you must be able to tell them what that is. Next one, number 6. What is the name of the 10-day ceremony? Somebody there, the 10-day ceremony. What is it? Dashghat, food cooking ceremony, 10-day. Hey, you must come 10-day. I get 10-day. I get invited to 10-day all the time. Panaji, when is the 10-day? Or shave head ceremony. You're shaving your head, right? What is the name of the 10-day ceremony? Dashghat, food cooking ceremony, 10-day shave head ceremony. Should be easy peasy. Number 7. What is the purpose of the 10-day ceremony? What is the purpose of the 10-day ceremony? To break one's fasting. That probably makes sense because they've been fasting since cremation and then 10 days. So, what's the purpose of the 10-day ceremony? To cook the favorite food of the deceased. You know that, right? My dad even liked, my father had liked dal rice and baigan choka. And so the villagers say, "Hard that, you gotta cook that for your daddy on the 10th day." I said, "My daddy eat dal already when he been alive." To create an astral body with the 10 pindas for the soul to commence its journey. To give slippers, umbrella, and blanket for the soul not to punish. Right? So what is the purpose of the 10-day ceremony? Next one. What is the difference between the 12 and 13-day ceremonies? Right? I'm going to ask people in the YouTube to please do not type the answers, please. Please do not type the answers in YouTube or on Facebook as well. Right? So, let's go to this one here. What is the difference between the 12 and the 13-day ceremonies? The 12-day ceremony is only for Brahmins where pindas are offered and Gita Path is read. I hear that a lot. What's the next one? The 12-day, what's the difference? 13-day is for all other castes except Brahmins. I hear that a lot as well. On the 12th day, pindas are offered, and on the 13th day, Gita Path is read regardless of caste. Regardless of caste. D, the 12 and 13 days are not important. Which one is correct? Good. Let's go to the next one. 9th. Which of the following should be encouraged? Which of the following should be encouraged? Panaji, I came from foreign and I have to go back home quickly. Can we do one thing for everything? Like funeral today, 10-day tomorrow, and 12-day next day? Have you ever been placed in a situation like that? Where, you've made that request? Which of the following should not be encouraged? Panaji, I came from foreign. No, that one. B, no pindas and rites are necessary since our minds are pure, just a few bhajans will do. C, all rites must be observed accordingly, regardless of duration and effort required. And D, only funeral is required. The 10, 12, and 13-day ceremonies are formalities. So which of the following should be encouraged? Next one. What is the meaning of sanskar? So we talked about this the other day. A series of rites or activities designed to refine our lives, to bring stability. A puja to cleanse our lives. C, a number of rituals prescribed in our scriptures to perform so that we can be better than others. And D, a list of activities to be performed by a priest to make you successful. So these ones are easy. I think we can go through this very quickly. Alrighty. So let's go now, number 11. Another name for Janeu Sanskar is, this is a giveaway, you guys all should know this. Another name for Janeu Sanskar is Vivah Sanskar, Upnayan Sanskar, Garbhadan Sanskar, or Chudakarna Sanskar. Another name for Janev Sanskar is what? All right, number 12. What is the purpose of Mundan, right, or a shave head ceremony? What is the purpose of that? To give thanks to Ma Ganga. To shave the hair and allow it to take a new style, because you didn't like the style the hair came with. So you want brush back. Side mang or brush back, so. Or comb over, whatever they call it these days. To remove the impure birth hair to promote the growth and well-being of the child. And D, must be done in order for 9 days to happen. Love you. Half married. Okay, I'm actually seeing the answers for Pandit Rajan before it came through. So he's making fun. Don't worry with him. He's talking about Janeo. Janeo is not half married. Oh God, it hurt me head now. Number 12. So what is the purpose of Mundan? Must be done in order for 9 days to happen. Or C or E. Okay, let's move on to the next one. 30. At what age should Mundan shave head be done? Only on the 9th day? On any odd month? On any odd month within the first year of birth? Anytime before the 2nd year? This one here is very easy. I think you all know this, so we'll move on to the number 14. What is the purpose of marriage? As we discussed. What is the purpose of marriage? To multiply the bliss of two individuals and families and to create a life of joy. To promote each other's growth in a blessed institution. To enjoy all pleasures of life in an organized, civilized, and blessed way. And all of the above. D. All of the above. What is the purpose of marriage? Remember we talked about that the other day? Why do you have to get married? When you can do everything like anybody can do. You can make house, you can live together, you can go on vacations and all that. Why do you have to go through marriage, right? We talked about that in very great detail. So, number 15. Oh, this is Yaksha Prashna. Remember the righteous crane? He was talking to, he's asking Dharmraja Yudhishthira. Okay, so let's go. What has no heart? What has no heart? The crane asked Dharmraja Yudhishthira. Now you may come up with a whole bunch of things. Ungrateful people like get heart. Me know I hear that kind of story. I just want to know between the crane and Dharmraja Yudhishthira, what was the answer? So the question was, what has no heart? Earth, a stone, skies, or the wood? What has no heart? Good. Next one. The crane asked Dharmraja Yudhishthira. But as a matter of fact, who was the question? Who was the question? Who was the crane that questioned Yudhishthira? Who was the crane that questioned Dharmraja Yudhishthira? Was he Kubir? Was he Bhagwan Indra? Was he Dharmaraj? Or was he Vayu? We spend a lot of time on this one here, so you should know the answer for this one. Who was the crane, the righteous crane, that questioned Dharmraja Yudhishthira? Kubir, Indra, Dharmaraj, or Vayu? Next one. According to Dharmraja Yudhishthira, answer. What determines your caste? What determines your caste? So who is the Brahman? What determines if you're Brahman? What determines if you're Kshatri? What determines if you're Vaishya? What determines if you're Shudra? So, your surname. I am Tripathi, or I'm Tiwari, I'm Trivedi, I'm Chaturvedi, so naturally I'm Brahman. You must respect me. It depends who your father was, right? My father was a very big man, so I am lineage. Or D, your actions. What determines your caste? So, let's go to number 16. Oh, that's a repeat. No, sorry. Number 18. What is bigger than the earth? What is bigger than the earth? According to Dharmraj Yudhishthira, when the crane asked him. The laws of karma. Ishwar says, what is more powerful than the earth? Let's replace bigger with powerful. What is more powerful than the earth? The laws of karma. Mother, father, or brother? What is powerful, more bigger than the earth? Laws of karma, mother, father, brother. Number 19. What is numerous than grass? The crane asked Dharmraj Yudhishthira, what's more plenty than grass? What was the answer? Water, thoughts, sin, God. Water, thoughts, sin, or God. What is numerous than grass? What is more plentiful than grass? All right, next one, number 19. Sorry, 20. According to Dharmraj Yudhishthira, the question was asked to him, what is quicker, what is faster than wind? What was the answer? Sound, lightning, the mind, Arjun's arrows. What is quicker than the wind? Sound, lightning, the mind, Arjun's arrows. All right, last few. 21. If you renounce this, there will be no regrets. If you renounce this, there will be no regrets. Wrath, wealth, health, life. That one you should answer like boom, right away. The crane asked him, if you renounce this, there will be no regrets. What is that? Wrath, wealth, health, life. That's according to Dharmraj Yudhishthira. Number 22. If you renounce this, it will make you wealthy. If you renounce this, it will make you wealthy. Desire, pain, bad stocks, bad company. If you remain this, it will make you wealthy. Desire, pain, bad stocks, bad company. There was a lot of questions here, as you know, by the crane. He called himself the righteous crane. Number 3. What doesn't close its eyes while sleeping? What doesn't close its eyes while sleeping? A snail, a turtle, a fish, or a dead person. According to Dharmraj Yudhishthira. What doesn't close its eyes while sleeping? Snail, turtle, fish, or a dead person. Let's get to next one, number 24. According to Dharmraj Yudhishthira, what constitutes mercy? What constitutes mercy? Be simple to all, do not hurt anyone, wish happiness to all beings, always be forgiving. All of this actually makes sense. All of them make sense, but according to him, because we had a very detailed discussion about him, according to him, what constitutes mercy? Right? So, be simple to all, do not, actually, number 25. Let's go 25. Who's truly happy? The crane asked him, who's truly happy? Who's truly that happy person? A person always who looks out for each other. A person who can simply enjoy the blessings of life without craving for other people's blessings. Anyone who can always find ways to please others. And those who practice yoga, perform puja, and sing bhajans only. According to Dharmaraj Yudhishthir, who is truly happy? Who is truly happy? Alrighty. And you have some bonus questions as well. Bonus question. Number 26. When is Shanti Satsang's 100-day celebration? When is Shanti Satsang? Because this one here, if you get this one wrong, tal. Then something wrong here. When is Shanti Satsang 100-day celebration? Did you make your big posters yet? We're going to have a lot of fun, by the way. So is it Wednesday, July 1st, 2020? Is it July 1st, 2020? Is it 1st of July, 2020? Or is it all of the above? Alrighty, let's see what you have. Wednesday, July 1st, July 1st, 2020, 1st of July, 2020, or all of the above? Alrighty, so here we go. No? Alrighty, and what can you do to help celebrate history on July 1st, 2020? So, what can you do to help celebrate history? I don't mind you typing this because I like to know that. You can make a donation to Bhavani Shankar Mandir. You can come on site with your family and friends and let's sing together and celebrate history. You can purchase a t-shirt in support of BSM, or all of the above. What can you do to celebrate history on July 21st? Make a donation to Bhavani Shankar Mandir. Come on site with your family and friends. Let's sing together. Purchase a t-shirt. All of the above. Which one is correct? Alrighty. So I think you know the answer to that one. So let's go now and get all the answers here. Let's see how much you scored. Alrighty, let's go back to number 1. All right, the whole idea of this whole thing here is to keep you involved. There we go. I like all of the above. There we go. Donate. Exactly. Thank you very much. You all know when is the date, and you have to know to donate. So thank you all very much. Let's go and do the answers now. We'll take just a couple of minutes. By Panichi Atosa. Rajan is in a mischievous mood. All right, let me go quickly. How many pindas are offered at a Hindu funeral? This is just your information, friends. You got to be informed about your rights and your sanskaras. So 6 pindas are done at the Hindu funeral. I think most of you know this. We discuss funerals so much in detail. 6 pindas are offered at a Hindu funeral. Next one. What is the purpose of offering pindas at a funeral? And the answer to this one is C. The answer to this one is C, to return the body back to the 5 elements. And the 6th pinda is offered to Mana, the mind, because the mind is man's oldest friend. Number 3. In order to calculate the 10, 12, and 13-day ceremonies, the counting should begin from, not the day before the funeral for sure. It's the day after the funeral. So people get confused with this one, right? So remember, if the funeral is today, when do you start the counting from? The day after. So tomorrow becomes the first day. To answer to that, number 3 is C. If a funeral was done today, June 28th, when would be the 10th, 12th, and 13-day ceremonies? And the answer to that is, I didn't even do the calculation for this one. Yep, 8. So the answer to this one is B. If a funeral was done today, June 28th, when would be the 10th, 12th, and 13-day ceremony? So don't be confused about these things. Tomorrow becomes the first day. You start counting as of tomorrow. Alrighty, next one, number 5. What is Panchak? The answer to this, 5 days of the month which are inauspicious for death. Now, death, of course, doesn't have any auspicious or inauspicious time, just to be clear about this. But when death occurs in Panchak, it's not auspicious, so we have to do some Panchak Shanti Puja and things like that. The priest usually gets that done. But the answer to this one is A. Alrighty, let me just go back here. Good. Next one. What is the name of the 10-day ceremony? 10-day food cooking ceremony. That's when we cook food for the person that they can never taste, right? They cook all their favorite food and all the kind of thing that they will never taste. And, hope you're cooking those food, those kukman chokan, so when I'm alive, and those dosa, and those nice things when you're alive. And don't eat too much though, you can... So the name of the ceremony is Dasgat. And that's 6A is the answer. Number 7, what is the purpose of the 10-day ceremony? To break one fasting, cook the favorite food of the deceased, create an astral body, and to give slippers, umbrella, and blanket for the soul not to punish. Cleanse our sins when someone is gone. The answer to this one, of course, is C. And we talked about this. There's 10 pindas and what they mean. First one is the head and all these kind of things. So next one, number 8. What is the difference between the 12th and the 13-day ceremonies? So we've talked in detail about this on this satsang as well. The answer to this one, on the 12th day, pindas are offered, and on the 13th day, Gita Path is read, regardless of the caste. This has nothing to do with caste, my friends. Regardless of what caste you have, or who lineage you have come from, or what name you carry, death is going to come to you. And when death comes to you, the procedure is the same, to dispose of the body. So, number 9, which of the following should be encouraged? Yeah. You ever fall in a situation where it used to happen a lot in Guyana, actually still happens, that people go back and say, Pranaji, today's funeral, tomorrow should be 10 day, next day should be 13 day, everything's samahari, 2-3 days, we gotta go back and walk. And that should not be encouraged. That should not be encouraged. Please, Hindus, don't do that kind of thing. It is not us. So this is number 9. Number 9b, no pindas and final rites are necessary since our minds are pure, so a few bhajans will do. You know that one, right? Your mind pure and karma pure, God is love, so you don't need pinda, anything like that. Just, no. C, all rites must be observed regardless of the duration and effort. That one must be encouraged. The answer to number 9 is C. D is certainly not. I'm just putting some of the things people normally say or they normally hear. So, yep. So the answer to that is C. Number 10, what is the meaning of sanskar? We'll go through this very quickly. A series of rites or activities designed to refine our lives to bring stability. So the answer to this one is A. Number 10, A. Number 11, another name for Janeu Sanskar is not half married. Janeu Sanskar is not half married. Somebody texted me today as well, somebody from Edmonton. Text me, Pranaji, can you explain the difference or why boy children don't have to do matiko when they get married if they do Janeu? Please. Janeu Sanskar, actually, another name for Janeu Sanskar is Upnayan Sanskar. Upanayana, the opening of the mind's eyes, right? It has nothing to do with half married. No. It has nothing to do. If you do Janeu Sanskar, Upnayan Sanskar, you rub dye and so on, that's cleansing before the Sanskar. It has nothing to do. When you do wedding again, the boy still has to go through that process. So think about it. Every time you do a surgery, you have to go through the same process. The guy inject you for your unconscious. Not because you thought unconscious one time or they cleanse you one time means the second time they can't do that, right? So, no. Another name for Janeu Sanskar is not Sanskar TV. It's Upnayan B, 11B. Number 12, what is the purpose of Mundan, the shave head ceremony? This one here is C. Number 12, C is the answer. 13, at what age should Mundan shave head be done? And only on the 9th day? No, it's not only on the 9th day. It can be done on the 9th day. As a matter of fact, the quicker is better, but not only. On any odd month? No, not on any odd month. on any odd month within the first year of birth. So mundan is always done in the first year. As a matter of fact, as early as possible. And anytime before the second year, no, it has to be done in the first year. What is the purpose of marriage? Oh, this one here, the answer is D. I think this one was the easy one. D is the answer to what is the purpose of marriage. This is a part of sanskar to help us grow. Marriage is not to suppress anybody's growth. It is to, when two individuals bring their bliss together, to multiply and to become joyful. Imagine if you bring, if one person bring all the hate of life and all one bring disasters of life, then marriage is disaster. So number 14, D, answer. Yaksha Prashna, what has no heart? It is not Donald Trump. Oh my God. Brother Rajan, you'll get into a lot of trouble. It is not Donald Trump, no. According to Dharmaraj Yudhishthir, a stone has no heart. A stone has no heart. And this, there's a beautiful discussion on this as well. If a stone has no heart, how come Mahadev Bhagwan is a lingam? We talked about that this morning at the temple, by the way. But according to Dharmaraj Yudhishthir, stone has no heart. According to Dharmaraj Yudhishthir, who was the crane that questioned him? Who was the queen that questioned Dharmaraj Yudhishthir? It was Dharmaraj himself, Yama, his father, Dharmaraj, who questioned him. So the righteous crane was Dharmaraj. 17. What determines your caste? Not your surname, please, people. Not depending on who your father was, not your lineage, definitely your actions. That's what depends your caste. And there's a whole discussion on that, of course. Number 18, what is mightier than the earth? What is greater than the earth? What is greater than the earth? The greater than the earth, my friends, is mother. Dharmaraj Yudhishthir says, bigger and greater than this earth is Ma, his mother. So there's an interesting question. And then you remember the follow-up to that? What is higher than the heavens? What is mightier than the earth? Mother. What is higher than the heavens? Father. Such a beautiful discussion. Yaksha Prashna. Number 19. What is numerous than grass? What is more than grass? Right? And thoughts. We have more thoughts in a single day than there is more grass in our lawn. So stop cutting your grass, your weeds, and start cutting your thoughts, of course. Number 20. What is quicker than wind? According to Dharmaraj Yudhishthir, the mind is faster than the wind. The mind goes from here to all parts of the world in a millisecond. The wind cannot do that, you know. Arjuna's arrows, no. Lightning, no. Sound, no. According to him, the mind. And let's go to number 21. If you renounce blank, there will be no regrets. There's a lot of things you can renounce without any regrets. There's a lot of things you can renounce right now. The 6th base level of life you can renounce without any regrets. You can renounce anger and there'll be no regrets. Everything, you know, so many things. According to Dharmaraj Yudhishthir, if you renounce wrath, you know, this force, this fiery force in you, there'll be no regrets in your life. So, of course, that's according to him. I'm seeing everybody scoring well here. That's awesome. You guys are scoring awesome. Yep. So 21, if you renounce the wrath, there'll be no regrets, right? Number 22, if you renounce blank, it will make you wealthy. And what is this? If you renounce bad stocks. For all the stockholders out there, materially, of course, that makes sense. But in our books, no. If you renounce desire, if you renounce a desire, 22 is a desire. And let's see here now. 22 is a. 23. What doesn't close its eyes while sleeping? There's a philosophy behind this, but what doesn't close its eyes while sleeping? Yeah. Remember there was a story with the fish and the shark. The shark is running over swimming all over the place, and he meets a fish. And the shark says, "Where is the ocean?" And the fish says, "You are swimming in it." It's amazing that a shark lives in the water but still complains of thirst. So, what doesn't close its eyes while sleeping? The fish. Well, I don't know if you know anybody who closes their eyes while sleeping, but that's not my problem. According to Dharma Yudhishthira, fish doesn't close its eyes while sleeping. Number 24, what constitutes mercy? A lot of things can constitute mercy. According to him, he says, wish happiness to all beings. When we wish happiness to all beings, number 24, wish happiness to all beings, that constitutes mercy. That's really being merciful. So, very interesting discussion there between, number 24 is C. And number 25. According to Dharmaraj Yudhishthira response, who is truly happy? Number 25. Who is truly happy? A person who always looks out for the other. Makes sense? A person who can simply enjoy the blessings of life without craving for other people's blessings. And that's precisely what he says. Number 25, the answer to that is B. When you can enjoy your blessings in life without craving for anybody else's, that is yours. So that comes to of course, on number 26, when is Shanti Satsangh 100-day celebration? July 1st, and what you have to do, make a donation, friends, buy a t-shirt, support BSM, come on out with your car and your family, and let's have a lot of fun. That brings us to the end of today's quiz, which we haven't done in a long time, but we got one in on a nice Sunday afternoon. We always do this, I think, on Saturday, Sunday, when it's kind of quiet, everybody's out doing something. So let me see how much you got. I want to see your scores, guys. I know how honest you are with your scores. So let's see what you have. Alrighty. It has been a nice evening. A very busy one out there today. A lot of people are outside doing stuff. So many of you online. Awesome. Auntie Leela, 100% awesome. Rajan is asking, did he win? Let's see what you have. We got a giveaway actually. Panarajan is asking, what did he win? Well, there's a giveaway we're giving. There's a multifunction digital MP3 radio speaker. This is awesome. You don't see these things anymore. Right? It's like a portable radio because everybody have Mora? Yeah. Everybody have what do you think called? Everybody got sang pa now. Well, you mean like a YouTube. Well, we got this as a giveaway. I'll give this away on July 1st. It has like thousands of bhajans that plays all the time. 24.5 out of 27. How you get Asha? How did you get 24.5?
That is not physically possible.
Out of 24.5 out of 27. Okay, so let me see here. Oh, I like these scores. That's amazing. Vidya Mukesh, there we go. 19 out of 26. 19 out of 25, 24, 24. Awesome. 26 out of 27. Yay. Yay. Here we go. These are awesome scores, everybody. Divya 19, Tushar 21, Vishnu 22, Rich. You see, the whole family is actually doing the quiz. That's awesome. You guys always do that. 17, 23. There we go. There we go. 20 out of 27. Awesome. 24 out of 27. So nice scores, guys. The giveaway, the Leela is talking about giveaway. I'm watching the scores here. So 20 out of 26. So those who come to the program that day, we'll figure something out and we'll do a little giveaway of this little mini radio. They think nice. This is, back home they used to call it pocket radio. They used to call a pocket radio, right? Pocket radio. You used to get in your pocket. And it's a really nice thing. So, multifunctional digital MP3 radio speaker. There's a chip that you can actually put in here with thousands of songs, and it just bang on. 35 or 35. Me get 35 questions. How you get 35 or 35? Oh, my lad. Oh, my lad. Oh, my lad. Oh. So we got good score, everybody. Why I had a C, I had a A and C for number 16, so I give. Awesome. Anyways, everyone, I think you all have that Shiv. That's a good one. It's called the Shanti Radio. Shanti Radio. So this is awesome. So we'll give a Shanti Radio of that day. Anyways, it is so lovely to see all of you online and really to interact with you, friends, to keep in touch. The whole point of this whole Shanti Satsangh is to really keep you in touch with our community. Don't ever lose your faith, your unshaken faith. Stay strong, everyone. And I invite all of you, friends, the temple is open. It is healthy, it is safe than anything that you're doing. Name one activity that you're doing, my friends, outside of your home, and I'll tell you the temple is safe than that. So please come on out. Tomorrow is Shiv Puja, every Monday, of course. We have Abhishekam, Rudra Abhishekam, and Shanti Satsangh will be live for there. Yeah, this is a good idea. Lend to my friend who's in the hospital. People in the hospital thing, when, you know, you can play continuous bhajan with these things. So amazing prize giveaway July 1st. And thank you all. I will see all of you tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. Tuesday, Hanumanji Chalisa, 11 chanting of the Hanumanji Chalisa at the temple. We're going to do this every Tuesday. And of course, Wednesday, holiday in Canada. And I will see all of you at the land in the parking space of Bhavani Shankar Mandir. Let's do our final pratna tonight and wish everyone a blessed night. Om Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhus Cha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Prem se bolo Bhavani Shankar Bhagwan ki Jai Pavan Sutta Hanuman ki Jai Siya Vajram Chandra ki Jai Radha Krishna Bhagwan ki Jai Jagadambika Mata ki Jai Satya Sanatan Dharma ki Jai Sabkoi Jai Jai Sitaram. Hop online and say good night, Sitaram. Radhe Radhe to all of you. Yes, Adat Ibrahim was there this morning. She wrote a nice little note here. Let me just read her note. So it's glad that the folks who were going, Adat Ibrahim, true, was safe at the temple, come out everyone. So she was there this morning along with a few other people. And they'll tell you, Sunita Hazari was there this morning. The Rajkumar, they was there this morning. Indra and her husband was there. So they were all there this morning. And come on out, everyone. Let's say Sitaram to everyone. Jai Shri Krishna to all of you. Let me call your name because you tell me how you call my name last night. Okay, so let's see where to start here. So Parvati Budu, Bevram Charan, Liz Singh, Anat Ibrahim, Ani Kumar, Yashoda Mala Prasad, Sabita Singh, Mams Dat, Lizzie Singh, Navi Mahabir, Sunita Gopal, Yasoda Dhanraj, Lija Sani Auntie Leela, Mom and Dad from Guyana, Sati Samwaru, Aileen Kubir, Auntie Leela, Geeta Ram Pratap, Shanta Singh, Narendra Balraju, Sabir Oni Kilavan, Savita Singh, Sabaram Narayan, Oma Bhagwandin, Kabir Sukhbir, Tina Prasad, Indra Raj Kumar, Shanti Kisoon, Didi Shanti from Guyana, Sabo, Dino and family, Ram Prasad Ram Samud, Sister Kamila, Yogini Lachman Singh, Indra Raj Kumar, Natasha Davini Chari, Geeta Ram Pratap, Roma Balgoben Charan, Jai Sitaram, everyone, good night, Radhe Radhe, Sainath Malik, Patsi Mahadev, Dan Ram Diyal, Babita Singh. Rich Ramnath and family, Auntie Usha, Himati Ram Sarup, Sharda Gurai Bisnath, Lisa Rajkumar, and Karan, Niranjan Gopal, Asha. Yes, Asha was there, truly safe at the Mandir, Yasoda Dhanraj, Kamla Dwarka, Anita Pashram, Srinita Sadika Kumar, Lovin Hardyal, Savi, Vidya Devanandan, Sunita Subnath, Shanti Mohan, Kavita Bipta, Gomati Narayan, Deo Ramjivan, and Nita Chandardeo, Christina K, Jai Sitaram everyone, good night to everyone, Karishni Kumar, Shanti Saw, Sister Leela from Florida, Sarah Rampatab, thank you all for the kind words, and so appreciate it. Glad you can all enjoy a little bit of time online. Sunil Hussain, Val Samaru, D. Prasad, Surjay Parshram, Kamaram Prasad, Indi Bikram Garbaran, Sarah Singh, Natalie Rajmati Prasad, Bauji Minto and Dada from New Jersey, Camila Sukwa, Shobha Mathura, Lily Ram, Leela Girdhari. Stay blessed, everyone. Have a great night. Marianne Lu, Surjday Parshram. See you all tomorrow. Have a blessed one.